This is the book of Joel, chapter 3, starting at verse 10. Beat your plowshares into swords, and your pruning hooks into spears. Let the weak say, I am strong. Shalom, YAHAWAH, peace of Israel, call HALALYAM, YAHAWAH, BAHASHAM, BAHASHAM, RAWCHAA, QADASH. I'm your brother QADASH from the camp province of Babylon, down here in Tampa, Florida, coming at you with another quick hit through the spirit and power of Yahawah, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI. I would like to give double honors to the head elders and apostles of Great Millstone that taught me this truth and rule well, being great examples to us younger brothers. And peace, blessing, love, health, and wellness, and all salutations to the hopeful elect, the house of David that is scattered abroad across the four winds of the earth, that are laboring in this truth with all sincerity. Shalom. And BARAK to the AHTHAM, the few sisters that are listening and learning there. Straight to the point, let's get to the lesson. All right. So as you've seen in the post-introduction video, right, that was Russia's army, man, all right? And as we all know, and as we all been seeing, Salakia, all right, that World War III, which is biblical prophecy, all right, is heating up more and more, okay? Iraq and Iran, all right? I think it was missiles hit one of the major capitals or cities in Iraq. All right. So now this is all heating up, man. All right. These allies, these NATO allies, are going at it with the kings of the East allies. All right. Russia's, China, Taiwan, Iran, and so forth and so forth. All right. So I'm going to bring back that precept that I brought out in the beginning. I'll bring it back out for edification's sake. This is the book of Joel, chapter 3, starting at verse 10. Beat your plowshares into swords and your pruning hooks into spears. Let the weak say, I am strong, right? Because all of these other nations, all right, all of these other nations that was once weak at one point in time, okay, are now becoming strong. How and why is that? Because of the nuclear artillery that they have. All right, Russia is supplying all of their allies with more and more nuclear missiles. Okay, America, okay, they're not the only nation now with the scientists to be able to split those atoms to make those nuclear bombs. So all of these small nations are becoming a lot stronger, man. Okay, and then when you go back into the ancient times. Well, I wouldn't say ancient, Salakia. When you go back to like World War I, World War II times, all right, they actually had spears and hooks and pruning hooks. And they would use those or whatever they needed to use at the time for war. All right, they would use their spears for wars. They would use their pruning hooks for wars. All right, so now scriptures are saying, all right, beat your Salakia says beat your plowshares into swords and your pruning hooks into spears. So right now, get yourself ready for war. All right, all of these other nations are getting themselves ready for war. When ultimately, that war is going to do what? Let's read on, verse 11. Joel chapter 3, verse 11. Assemble yourself and come all you heathen, Salakia, and gather yourself together round about, thither, cause thy mighty ones to come down, O Lord, Yahawah, YAHAWASHI. Right. Assemble yourself, all ye heathen. So all of these other nations that are gathering themselves to fight against Babylon, to take Babylon down, all right, all of the mighty ones, all of these elites, these strongholds of these other nations, these presidents, these, once again, these global elites are going to be brought down, man. Okay? To ultimately what? Because in the midst of World War III, all right, the Lord is going to make his return. Okay? And after the Lord makes his return, as the Lord is making his return, all these other nations are going to turn to do what? To start trying to fight the Lord and his chariots, man, and the angels. All right? And they're going to ultimately lose. Okay? Reading on to verse 12, it says, let the heathen be wakened and come up to the valley of Jehoshaphat, for there will I sit to judge all the heathen round about in the valley of Jehoshaphat. All right? Salaki, the valley of Jehoshaphat, which means YAHAWASHI, which is the Lord's judgment. Okay, so all of these other nations, they're gonna gather on the east, all right, to do what? To shoot their arrows at Babylon, but in the midst of their shooting their arrows at Babylon to destroy Babylon and make it desolate, the Lord is gonna make his return, all right? And they're gonna see that mothership, and they're gonna see all of the chariots, and what are they gonna do? They're gonna turn to try to start fighting the Lord, man. All right, but more so ever, this is all biblical prophecy, man. Okay, this is all biblical prophecy. Scripture say that you shall start hearing of wars and rumors of wars. All right, honestly, there's no more rumors, man. Okay, because a rumor is something that gets spreaded. All right, gets spreaded by multiple people when whether it's a truth, or whether it's a lie, or whether it's partial of information, all right? But no longer this is a rumor, man, okay? At one point, it was just like, oh, the rumor, you know, Iraq and Iran, and then before you know it, then it was Russia and Ukraine, and now it's NATO and Russia, US and Russia, and all of these other nations, man. So therefore, it's no longer a rumor of war, man. It's war. We're at war, man, okay? We're at war. So if you don't have your YAHAWASHI, man, when that draft come, you're going to end up having to go down there and fight, man. All right, let's grab this next precept. Let's go to Joel chapter 3 and verse 2. I will also gather all nations and will bring them down into the valley of Jehoshaphat, YAHAWASHI, the Lord's judgment, man. All right. And will plead with them for my people and for my heritage Israel, whom they have scattered among the nations and parted my land. Right. So all these other nations have taken apart into the captivity and the slavery of the Israelites, man. Starting with you so-called Negroes, Hispanics, Latinos, and Native American Indians. So all of these other nations are going to have to gather into the valley of Jehoshaphat. All right. YAHAWASHI, the Lord's judgment. Okay. To ultimately be judged for the iniquities of their forefathers and iniquities that they have done to the children of Israel that were scattered across the four winds of the earth, man. All right. There's no escaping judgment, man. Okay. Babylon must be destroyed. Why? Because of the wickedness that this place has been. That the wickedness that this place puts out, the vexation, the captivity, the violence against thy brother Jacob, man. Okay. For touching the apple of the Lord's eye, man, which is what? His children, man. Okay, if someone takes your children, you're gonna make sure you do everything in this world to get them back, right? So what makes you think that the Lord is not gonna do the same? At one point, we were considered, all right, heathens because we took on the customs of heathens. But now the Lord has given us that spirit and have brought back that spirit of truth amongst the children of Israel for us to come back as his people, okay? To be his children again, all right? To gain that salvation, to inherit that promise that was given to our forefathers, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, man. All right, let's grab this precept. Let's go over to Jeremiah chapter 50. All right, we will go to Jeremiah chapter 50 and starting at verse 3. For out of the north there cometh up a nation against her, which shall make her land desolate, and none shall dwell therein. They shall remove, they shall depart, both man and beast. Right, and that nation out of the north is who? Russia, man. Okay? There coming up a nation out of the north, man. All right, scripture say in Isaiah the 13th chapter, Isaiah says, I will stir up the Medes against them. And the Medes are who? The Medes are the Russians, man. All right? Russia is not playing with America, man. Okay? Russia is not playing with America. So all of you Babylonians, all right, that don't want to believe that World War III is biblical prophecy, that don't want to get along with the scriptures, all right, you better hope and pray that the Spirit get dwelled upon you, that you don't have to go down there and fight, man. Because if you go down there in that war and fight, that's your judgment, man. And you're going to die crucially. It's going to be worse, man. All right? It's going to be a lot worse, man. You could be blown the fuck up into pieces, man. You can get a nuke drop right on your head, man. You can get your face blown off, all right? Now, yeah, scriptures does say that it's better to die by the sword than by famine, because at least the sword is a quick, easy death. Boom, shot, one shot, you're dead, you're gone, all right? But it's nothing like going into war, all right, getting scared shitless left and right, okay, or getting your leg blown off or getting decapitated. Nobody wants to go out like that, man. But if you don't have YAHAWAH, YAHAWASHI, man, judgment is going to come upon you, all right? For the wages of sin is death, man. Romans 6:23, okay? Let's go down to verse 14, same chapter, Jeremiah 50 and 14. Put yourself in array against Babylon round about, all ye that bend the bow, all ye that bend the bow. So all these other nations that bend the bow, all right? Because when the prophet Jeremiah was speaking about this, okay, he was speaking of those nukes looking like arrows, man, all right? Why? Because of the pointy hook that's on the bottom of the nuke, all right? The fans that's on the back of the nuke, okay, which helps it cut through the wind, all right, to have the certain gravitational pull to come down as fast as it does, all right? They look like arrows, man. So all ye that bend the bow. So all of you other nations, all these other nations that's supplied or have the nuclear missiles, they're going to put themselves in array against Babylon, man. To do what? To shoot their arrows, man. That's why it says, shoot at her, spare no arrows, for she hath sinned against the Lord, YAHAWAH, YAHAWASHI, right? And how did she sin against the Lord? Because of the rape, rob, and murder, and the bloodshed of the children of Israel that was brought upon this land, man. That was on this land, man. Okay? All of the raping, all of the robbery, all of the murder, all right? All of the violence. Still to this day, Jake is getting gunned down in the streets by fucking Sleazy E, man. And all of these other nations are getting tired of America being a damn bully, and they trusted in this damn devil in their society, in their dollar. And now that their dollar is collapsing, all of these other nations are starting to go into their own currency, go into their own government. All right, but Esau Edom, going back to Malachi 1:4, he want to do what? He want to try to build up his kingdom again, man. All right. This kingdom is falling, man. That's why Revelations 18 tells you what? We would have healed her, but she is not healed, man. There's no healing in this place, man. It's too much. That's why Babylon was considered also in the book of Revelation spiritually Sodom and Egypt, man. It's a lot of sodomacy that goes on in this place. All right, a lot of wickedness. So this place must be destroyed, man. All right. Verse 15, it says, shoot Salah. Jeremiah chapter 50 and verse 15. Shout against her round about. She hath given her hand. Her foundations are falling. Her walls are thrown down. For it is the vengeance of the Lord, YAHAWAH BAHASHAM YAHAWASHI. Take vengeance upon her, as she have done, do unto her. Right. What she have done, do unto her. So all of the lies, all of the rape, all of the robbery, all right. America has never been hit with a major catastrophic event. No other nations had ever used nuclear bombs besides America when they dropped the nuclear bomb on Hiroshima and Nagasaki, man, in the time of the Vietnam War, all right, around that time. So therefore, now all of these other nations are getting supplied with nuclear weapons and nuclear artillery. Now you have Esau, okay, you have Babylon trying to say that nobody should be using nuclear weapons because that goes against their act, all right, their peace treaty and all of that type of stuff, man. All right, but that's why the scripture tells you what in 1 Thessalonians. All right, it says what? 1 Thessalonians 5:3, for when they shall say peace and safety, then sudden destruction cometh about. All right, they always want to try to come with that peace and safety, saying, oh, we shouldn't do this, we shouldn't do that. But you damn fucking devils been doing the same shit all this time, man. You don't want nobody to take vengeance upon you, but you want to constantly take vengeance upon everyone else, man. If it ain't your land, you gonna go take it. If it ain't yours, you gonna go take it. And that's what's been that's what the type of spirit Esau been in since the beginning, man. All right, since the beginning. And that's why his kingdom is falling, man. He don't know how to rule, man. You have we got a cave dweller, all right, that was put above us to serve in our captivity for our wrongful doings, man. Nah, man. To be honest, I'm glad Russia got that big ass army, and I hope and pray, all right, YAHAWAH, the spirit be brought upon all of the brothers, all right, the elect, starting with the elect, okay? YAHAWAH, the spirit will get brought upon these brothers, for all us brothers to endure, man, okay? But I'm glad Russia got that big ass army, because I can't wait for Babylon to fucking fall, because the quicker this place falls, the quicker we go home, man, okay? Humbly speaking, all right? Lord, will I be a part of that elect? But even if I'm not a part of the elect, man, I'm going to do this for the elect's sake, man, so that we can get the hell out of here, man. All right. So I just wanted to touch up on this, man. World War III is biblical prophecy, man. And I'm going to grab this last precept real quick. Number. Salakia. I know it's Revelations. Revelations 9. And Con. So I'm going to grab this last precept right here, and I'm going to end it on this. This is the book of Revelation, chapter 9 and verse 16. And it reads, and the number of the army of the horsemen were 200,000, and I heard the number of them. Right? The number of the army of the horsemen. Now, when John the Revelator seen this in his vision, all right, he was depicting the nukes looking like horsemen, man. Okay? Looking like horsemen, and it said that the number of the army of the horsemen were 200,000, man. When you do the math on that, that's 200 million nuclear missiles, man, that are prophesied to hit Babylon, man. And that's because why? All of these other nations that were once weak, now they are strong. Okay? We just read about it in Jeremiah, where they're going to put themselves in array against Babylon to shoot at her and spare no arrows, man. So all of these other nations are going to send everything that they got over here to Babylon, man. Okay? With Russia being the main one, because Russia has more nuclear missiles than America does, man. Close to 4,000 more than America does, man. All right? And all these other nations are going to shoot their arrows slap over here at Babylon, man. So if you are a so-called Negro, Hispanic, Latino, or Native American Indian, and you're not seeking Yahawah, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI, I advise you do it quick, because time is running short, and you damn sure don't want to get caught in the midst of World War III, man. And you damn sure don't want to get caught lacking out here because of what? Because you are too caught up in Babylon ways, man, and Babylon vexation and wickedness, man. All right? So I'm going to close it out with that, and I'm going to give all praise and glory honor to Yahawah, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI, BAHASHAM, QADASH, and double honors to the head elders and apostles of the great millstone that taught me this truth and rule well. Shalom. DTA, Abba, Babal, soon.